Hello guys, welcome. Today we're taking a look at the 2018 Honda Accord Sport 2.0. So this was a refresh year. They made a lot of changes to the Accord, including scrapping the V6 version and the coupe. So now we've got a 2-liter turbo in this one. It comes out of the Type R. But it's tuned for a little bit lower torque, lower horsepower. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. So like I mentioned, we've got the 2-liter turbo in this one out of the Honda Civic Type R. It gives you 252 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, and you can also get it in the 1.5, which is the same 1.5 liter turbo that's in the Civic Si and the Civic Sport. That one gives you 192 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque. So this one has a significant bump. You do lose a little bit of fuel economy with this one. 22 city, 32 highway, versus the 1.5 gives you 26 city, 35 highway. Let's come around and pop the trunk. As you can see, you've got tons and tons of space back here. 16.7 cubic feet trunk space back here. And underneath this mat, you've got another mat. And then you've got your jack and your tire down there. What's nice is you've also got this lever here. You can pull those seats down just from right here. This is a family sedan, so it's nice and big. There are really no good manual options for mid-size sedans at this point. You know, even this one was 2018 to 2020, and then you lose it in 2021. We've got 19-inch wheels here. Let's check out the back seat. Take a look back here. There's all kinds of space. I'm 5'7" with the seat set for me. And there's cup holders here. The headroom is not too bad here. Now, with the refresh in 2018, you did lose a little bit of that headroom because they went ahead and they adjusted back here. This slants down to give it a bit of a sportier look. You'll notice it does look a little bit more aerodynamic than the past Accords. And we're on 19-inch wheels here. Very nice. Take a look inside. You have keyless entry. You know, you've got your standard kind of grab it from here if you want to open it, grab it, push it there if you want to lock it. Up inside. On the door here, we've got your standard, power adjustable mirrors and windows. Your trunk here. Down there, you've got your hood. This is for your Honda Sense and your traction control. Trip reset. Let's start it up. It's getting pretty hot in here. Clutch in, push the button. Turns red. That's nice. Okay, looking up here on the steering wheel, you've got your standard kind of buttons here, your Bluetooth, volume, your lane keep assist, your infotainment controls here with the Bluetooth, and your cruise control. Up here, we've got you see the one on the right there is actually analog, with your speed. On the left is actually digital, and by using this here, you can scroll through, kind of change this menu here. Got quite a lot. I like the tack. And just use this as a button as well. Now that's attack again, and the Honda Sense on there. Alright, and we've got the infotainment here, which is nice and smooth. You do have typical Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, luckily, which is always good. We're sitting on these nice cloth seats. Well, they're cloth in the middle and they're leather bolstered, which sit nicely. And here, got lots of space, power outlet, some USBs, electronic brake, which is not my favorite, but it's fine. Air control here, carbon fiber. And of course we've got kind of standard key going on here, nothing too crazy. You got your eco mode, you want to save a little on gas. Like that. And these are kind of cool, the colors actually change as you go up and down. That one doesn't, this guy does. You get hotter, it turns red. You get colder, it turns blue. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's go ahead and go for a ride. Got this here. Shifter feels nice and smooth. Do your reverse over here and to the right. This backup camera. It changes that. Then you turn the wheel. Alright, let's take it for a spin. So the visibility is really pretty good in here. This is a family sedan after all. So that definitely comes first. You know, because it's a mid-size family sedan, you get a lot of this, you know, the Honda Sense features. You get visibility, you got the good rear legroom. It's definitely a change from what I'm used to seeing in manual transmission cars. So like I said, this one was around from 2018 to 2020, and that was it. You know, in 2021 they did a little bit of a facelift and they scrapped the manual transmission in this one at that point, unfortunately. And in 2018 you could also get the Mazda 6, but as of today of the recording of this, you can't get the Mazda 6 at all in manual or automatic anymore in the US. So for anyone that was hoping to see the rear wheel drive inline 6 Mazda 6, you know, they had already said that one probably wasn't going to have a manual, but now it's gone completely. Now the other major competitor is obviously the Camry. For this one, the Camry, there hasn't been a manual in a very long time, so that is definitely not on my list. So you do get, you know, your Honda reliability. Of course, Honda is one of the big reliable brands, or one of the big brands riding that reliability wave for a very, very long time. So that is definitely a big, big plus. The ride in here is very comfortable. These streets are pretty smooth, but the ride is definitely comfortable. The clutch is super light. I complained about that in the Corolla a little bit, because it does make it a little bit vague when you're trying to find the bite point. So I was able to nail down the bite point at the top here after driving it around a little bit, but it's definitely a little bit vague. It would be nice if it was a little bit tighter, a little bit heavier. But again, this is a family sedan and not exactly a sports car, so I guess they kind of figure you'll be sitting in traffic a lot, and maybe you need that lighter clutch. And the shifter is very, very smooth, as with most Honda shifters. It is actually almost a little bit numb though. It's very easy to use, definitely, but it is a little bit, it does feel a little bit disconnected. Of course it has the electronic power steering, but it feels pretty good. You get some okay feedback here. That's a little bit on the heavier side. Usually, a lot of the commuter cars, well, even some of the sportier ones, you get sort of a lighter steering feel as you get faster. This one, you don't really get that. This one stays decently heavy, which is pretty nice. Now, it's not going to be as heavy as something sporty like a Camaro or something like that, but heavy for this type of car, definitely. Check out the rev hang here. Not too bad. Stops well. These performance all seasons. Yeah, there's really no rev hang. I mean, it comes down a little bit slowly. It's really pretty good. It's nice that the torque is available at the low end. Peak torque is actually at 1500 RPM. Peak power is up at 6500. But having that torque down low is nice. I'm kind of used to that with my GTI. I'm also used to a much rougher ride. So maybe this isn't as smooth as I think it is, but it feels really, really smooth in here. And this road is a little bit rougher than the other one, definitely. You feel the bumps, but they're barely getting through.
Smoking and roasting.
The sound in here is okay. not awesome, but it's okay. Not too bad. And that was Nirvana, so they're kind of just screaming, but I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying that, but it's not too bad. Let it rev out a little bit. Tiny bit of turbo lag there. Nothing too bad. Yeah, overall, that's a fun car. You go into it with expectations of a family car. You're not going to be disappointed. It puts some power down. You're about 3,200 pounds, but the numbers are pretty good on that torque, and really can get moving. Even if you're just going to commute in it. Like I said, very light clutch, so if you're stuck in traffic, it's not really going to be too big of a deal. It's a pretty forgiving clutch as well. If you were going to learn on this, it would probably not be too big of a deal either. Feels pretty quiet in here too, not too bad. I'm used to a GTI again, so the sound is a lot better than that for sure. Though the GTI is not crazy, but this is definitely the sound dampening is much better. And Headroom up here is pretty good. Big deal. It tells you the speed limit, which is nice. out a little bit.